guys! Happy Friday. It's been a long time. It's been 3 weeks since I did a video and I feel horrendous because of it. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to do a video for a couple of weeks, and then last week I just got sidetracked with everything else in life. March was a hellishly busy month and I got virtually nothing done considering how much I had to do. It was crazy. But anyway, I'm back. I'm hoping to be back for a while and not have another couple of weeks that I don't do a video. I'm hoping. We will see. I've got 2 weeks off work now, so fingers crossed I can get a lot filmed then, but we will see. We will see. Anyway, today's video is 8 books that I feel really guilty that I haven't read. And I own all 8 of these books. If I was to do books that I also didn't own but felt guilty about not reading, there would be so many. There is hundreds out there that I want to read that I haven't read, but I also own a lot that I haven't read that I really should have read. Anyway, we're just going to start because it's 8 books and it's probably going to take me a long time. The first one is Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the second book in the Raven Cycle series, and I loved the first one. I read it when it first came out and I adored it. But then I stopped. I have all 4, but I just haven't got around to reading them. I don't know why, because I loved this story, I loved the characters so much, and everyone says they're brilliant. I just am lazy and haven't got around to reading them. I really need to get on that. I can't really remember what this series is about, except from ley lines, and they are searching for a lost king or something, and Blue can't kiss guys or they die, I think. That's all you really need to know, I think. Well, that's all I knew when I went in, and I really loved the first one. I loved the fact, I believe it's this set of books that the mum, or Blue, the main character, lives with her mum and her aunties, and they're all like psychics and stuff, and it's really cool. I really liked the first one. That's what I'm trying to say. And I haven't read this one, and I don't know why, but I will get to it hopefully soon. Next, we have Treacher to the Throne by Alwyn Hamilton. Again, I have no idea why I haven't read this book yet. Rebel was one of my favourite books of last year. I loved everything about it. I loved it all. It was perfect in every single way. And I haven't read this one yet, and I don't know why. It's bigger. It might be that might be why. I might be like intimidated, or it might just be that I'm being lazy and I haven't read a book in a long time. But yes, I love this world, and I love the characters, and I love the writing style, and I'm really confused as why I haven't already picked this up. Next, I have Every Exquisite Thing by Matthew Quick. I went out specially and went out. I don't leave my house. I went onto the internet and searched specially to find this edition of it because I love the US cover more than I like the UK cover, and I still haven't read this book. The reason I bought this book is because it's Hayley from These Book Lions' favourite book, and she raves about it and says it was brilliant, and I trust her. So I still haven't read it though, and I need to. It sounds amazing. I think I'm going to love it, but I still haven't read it, and I don't know why. I'm a mess. This video is just going to make me feel bad about the fact I haven't read books that I know I really want to read. But I will get to them at some point. I have a very busy life, and I never get around to reading anything. So Every Exquisite Thing. I think you should read it. I haven't yet, but apparently it's brilliant. So there you go. We're getting down to the the ones that are making me really guilty now. Right. She's one of my favourite authors, and I still haven't read this series by her, and I don't know how. I met her, and she's fantastic, but I haven't read A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I really need to. Like, look, I started it, but that was a long time ago, and I just ended up in a book slump. Not because of this book, like, I'm not saying that. I know it's going to be brilliant. Everyone says it's fantastic, and V's writing is just perfect in The Savage Song and Vicious and The Near Witch, and I know I'm going to love it, and I know that I'm going to love the characters and everything. I just fell into a book slump, and I didn't want to force myself to read it, because when I'm in that kind of mindset, I'm not going to enjoy a book, and I didn't want this to be the one that I didn't enjoy, because I knew I was going to enjoy it if I read it at the right time. I'm rambling. You know what I mean. I just know this is about different Londons, and Kel can travel between them, and he has a magic coat, and it's a Victoria Schwab book. I'm going to read it no matter what it's about, but I don't really know much about this series. I don't know how, because the third book in the series, The Conjuring of Light, came out earlier this year, and normally when that happens, everything else about the series is like just erupted onto the internet, and if you haven't read the series, then you're screwed, because you're going to find out. But I haven't. I found out little bits, but not massive parts that are huge spoilers, which I'm quite excited about. Anyway, I need to read this book. Somebody needs to yell at me and tell me to read this book, because I need to. Next, we have Frostbite Night by Sarah Rash, the third and final book in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. And I adored book 1 and book 2. I loved them so much. I flew through them. I think I read them both in like 3 days, and I loved them so much. And then I had to wait a little bit for this one to come out, so then I didn't read this when I first got it, and I don't know why. This, basically, the premise behind this series is the world is split into four kingdoms that are season based, and 4 rhythm kingdoms. And our main character is from the Winter Kingdom, and basically they've been overrun by the Spring Kingdom, and the Spring Kingdom have ruined everything that Winter ever was. And we find out that our main character is really important, and she has to do a lot, and she has magical powers and can control this conduit thing that does loads of magical things. And I'm again rambling because I don't really know how to summarize books. But yeah, it's fabulous. It's high fantasy, and it's brilliant, and I love the characters, I love the world, I love the writing, I love everything about it. And I still haven't picked this one up because I don't know why. I don't know why. I never know why. Next, we have Captive Prince by C.S. Cat. I have no idea what this is about, except from reading the blurb. So, I don't know. I just know that it's brilliant, because so many people have said that these books, this trilogy, is amazing, that the writing's fabulous, and the characters are fab. And it's pretty small, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I know I wanted to. I bought it to read straight away, but then I didn't. So, again, somebody yell at me. Just yell at me for all of these 8 books, because I need to read them. And then we have The Song Rising by Samantha Shannon. I went to Samantha Shannon's launch party for this book. I received the book the day that I went for the launch party. I was planning on reading it on the train down. However, I did not. I love this series. I love Warden, I love Paige, I love Jackson. Yes, I like Jackson. Don't yell at me. They're all really, 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 really interesting, and the world's interesting, and I love the fact it's set in London, and I love the clairvoyance stuff, and I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. If you haven't read this series, you need to, but it's really, really, really in depth, and it's a kind of book that you can't read easily. You have to be concentrating really, really hard on this book to get anything out of it, because there's so much and it's really, really, really like hard hitting. The first book is brilliant. I loved the Bone Season, but it's a lot of world building. But you need that. You need the world building to be able to understand for book 2, and probably book 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's going to be a 7-book series and I cannot wait. But yes, this book is gorgeous and the characters are gorgeous and the writing is fabulous and the launch party I went to was perfect. And it's just piling up with no reasons why I haven't read this book, just that I'm lazy and I didn't. I'm a mess. And then the last book, the one that I am the most guilty for not having read, that I needed to read straight after I finished book 1, and one of probably my second favourite book of 2016 after Akamath, because obviously, and I have no reason why I haven't read this book. I even pulled it out of my jar last month to read as part of my TBR, and I didn't because, as I said, March was hectic and horrible and I had so much to do and I didn't do anything. Anyway, the book I'm talking about is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Six of Crows was honestly perfect in every single way. The world, the characters, the writing, the relationships, the fantasy elements, the everything about this book series, duology, book 1, because I haven't read this one, was perfect. I'm a bad person for not having read Crooked Kingdom, but I'm also putting it off. Like, this is my one excuse, and I think it's a valid excuse, but everyone who's read it said they came out of it heartbroken, and I don't think I'm ready for that. I need to read this before ACOWAR though, because if I read it after ACOWAR, that would be like 2, or before. If I read it anywhere near ACOWAR, my heart is just going to be like a mess of crumpled up nothingness. It's so pretty as well, like, it's like a perfect cover and there's sprayed edges and it's gorgeous, and I'm just a lazy person and I haven't read it. Sorry. Anyway, that was the 8 books that I'm the most guilty for not having read yet. They're all fantastic, I'm sure, and they're all books that I will read before the end of the year. I've got a while. I've got 8 months. We can do that. That's one of them a month. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and leave you be, because I don't think you guys want to hear me rambling anymore. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Hopefully, again, I promise these things and then it doesn't happen. I'm going to now go and try and write, because I've entered myself into Camp NaNoWriMo, and it's the 3rd. I'm filming this on the 3rd of April and I haven't written anything yet. Oops. Life is crazy right now. But yes, life is crazy right now, so I'm gonna go and sit in front of a computer. Actually, I'm probably not. I'm lying. I'm probably gonna go and watch 13 Reasons Why, because that TV program is like amazing, and I am on episode 6 and I can't stop watching it. Anyway, again, Goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider it. It would mean a lot to me. And maybe go and check my other videos. I think they're okay. I don't know. I ramble a lot. You should probably know that. Bye, guys.